Mandy and I welcome you back to Walking with Jesus for June 8th. Storm surge. Let's look at Acts 27, verse 20. Acts 27, we're talking about the storm. I'm going to back up a couple verses. So they're in a storm and they're afraid they're going to run aground. Verse 18, we took such a violent battering from the storm that the next day they began to throw the cargo overboard. On the third day, they threw the ship's tackle overboard with their own hands. When neither sun nor stars appeared for many days and the storm continued raging, we finally gave up all hope of being saved. Storm surge. In Acts 27, Paul and more than 270 other souls were on a doomed ship lurching in a hurricane, cold, sodden, hungry, and sinking. Luke, who was there, wrote, "All hope that we would be saved was finally given up." Verse 20. We finally gave up all hope. The "we" seems to have included Paul. The cold battering of the storm and the careening of the ship day after day was beyond human endurance. But Jesus was watching from heaven, and he sent an angel down to that ship to reassure Paul that everyone would be saved. Our human spirits can only bear so much. That is true. So much cold, so much seasickness, so much fear, so much prolonged stress. But the same Jesus who cared for Paul has his eye on you. He does not change. With him, there is no variation or shadow of turning. He will guide you into the harbor. Because God is unchangeable, the God who provided and met the needs of the men and women of the Bible will meet your needs as well. Don't lose hope. That's an encouraging story that they didn't lose hope after all, because, I don't know if I could be seasick on a ship for that many days. I don't like all that bouncing around, and I don't like being cold, and I don't like storms. So they were pretty brave to be out in all of that. But let's go back and read a little bit more. They were in a hurricane, cold, sodden, hungry, and sinking. Luke, who was there, wrote, "All hope that we would be saved was finally given up." Have you ever given up? I have sometimes. Sometimes situations go on for so long and they're so hard that you just want to give up, right? Even though we have faith in Jesus. But it's important that we try not to give up. And it's also important for us to be looking around us and seeing if there are people around us who are giving up hope, because we can come in and be that bright light. Sometimes we need people to come in and have hope for us, and that helps lift us up. We know that there always is hope because of Jesus, but I know that there are days when it just feels like there is none, when things just don't make sense, when you think, I can't pay my bills. Some people have huge hospital bills, or situations happen where you just think everything's out of control and I have no hope. My friend, you always do have hope. God is the God of hope, and He does see. He sees every tear you cry. He sees every situation, and He is always there for us. So if you're going through a hard time right now, I've kind of just come through a hard time, please just have hope. God is always with us. And again, if you are in a good time of life, look around at those people who are struggling and come in and help them have hope, because we can help share God's hope with other people. So I hope you hang on to hope today and come back for tomorrow for more of God's Word, because that is a great way, my friend, to keep your heart full of hope, is to keep your heart full of God's Word. We love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Mandy's ready to go. Bye. And you can order your own copy of Walking with Jesus by Dr. David Jeremiah by going to davidjeremiah.org or by calling Turning Point at 877-998-0222. And I would love to answer any question that you may have about faith in Jesus. Let's get stronger this year in 2024. You can contact me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. And I hope you have a wonderful day growing your faith in Jesus.